Hey guys, welcome back to NextGenBlogger, and in this video I want to show you how you can create a glitch text effect in GIMP. Now it's actually super easy to create a glitch text effect in GIMP, so without further delay let's get started. Now the first thing which I would like to do is I would like to create a new image with a white background, and so for that purpose go to File and click on New, and let the width and height of my new image be 1920 and 1080. And since I want a white background, inside advanced options, select white inside fill with and simply click on OK. Now as you can see, I've successfully created a new image with a white background, and the next thing which I would like to do is I would like to write some text on top of my image. So select the text tool from the toolbox and write some text on top of your image. So let me just write, let's say glitch, and let me just make a couple of modifications. So first of all, let me just change the font to impact condensed, and let me also increase the font size to somewhere around 300 pixels. And another thing which I would like to do is I would like to increase the space between my letters. So you have this option present right here called adjust letter spacing. So you simply need to increase the value inside this particular option, and that will in turn increase the space between your letters. So I think this is pretty good. And the next thing which we will do is we will align our text to the center of the image. So select the text layer and go to tools, go to transform tools and select align. So we will use the alignment tool to align our text to the center of the image. So take your cursor and click on your text, and then first click on this particular button which says align center of target, and then click on this particular button which says align middle of target. Perfect. Now the next thing which we will do is we will use the rectangle select tool to create distortions in our text. Alright, and so select the rectangle select tool from the toolbox and create distortions in your text. So I will show you how you can create distortions. First of all, create a rectangle selection in the bottom half of the text like this, and what you need to do is press Ctrl X to cut this selection, and then press Ctrl V to paste this selection. And now use the cursor to move this entire selection which you cut out a little to the right like this. Perfect. And now simply click on this particular button which says anchor the floating layer. Perfect. And now repeat the process. So once again, click on the rectangle select tool, and this time we will create another rectangle selection right at the bottom once again. So like this, and again repeat the process. Press Ctrl X to cut the selection, press Ctrl V to paste the selection, and then use the cursor to move the selection to the left, a little left like this. Perfect. And again, once again, click on this particular button which says anchor the floating layer, and as you can see, our text is getting distorted slightly, and we will continue distorting our text. So once again, select the rectangle select tool, and this time we will create a rectangle selection right at the top like this. Perfect. Now press Ctrl X to cut the selection, press Ctrl V to paste this selection, and then use the cursor to move the selection to the right like this. Perfect. And then once again click on this particular button which says anchor the floating layer. And you can also distort individual letters. So select the rectangle select tool, and you can distort individual letters like this. So let me just create a rectangle selection inside this letter T, and press Ctrl X to cut the selection, press Ctrl V to paste it, and then use the cursor to move this cutout portion a little to the top like this. Perfect. And then click on anchor the floating layer. And let me just make one final modification or one final distortion, and right here in this letter H. So I created a selection, and let me just now press Ctrl X to cut this selection, press Ctrl V to paste it, and then simply move it to the right like this. Perfect. Now simply click on anchor the floating layer. Perfect. Now the next thing which you need to do is right click on the text layer and select this particular option, which is alpha to selection. And what we will do next is we will turn off the visibility of our text layer. And now we will turn off the visibility of our text layer. And now what we will do is we will create a new layer with a transparent background. So click on this particular button which says create a new layer and add it to the image, and let the layer name be layer and the fill width be transparency. Click on OK, and we will fill this layer, this selection inside this layer with red color. So first of all, let me just set red in my foreground color. Currently black is selected in my foreground color, so let me just select red. So the HTML notation of red is FF0000, and simply click on OK. Now go to edit and select fill with foreground color. Perfect. Now the next thing which we will do is we will again create a new layer with a transparent background, and in that layer we will fill the cyan color. So click on this particular button once again which says create a new layer and add it to the image, and let the layer name be layer and the fill with transparency. Click on OK, and let me just change my foreground color to cyan color. So the HTML notation of cyan is 00F0FF, and simply click on OK. Now let me just go to edit and select fill with foreground color. Perfect. Now what you need to do is go to select and click on none, and then use the move tool to move your entire text a little to the right like this. Perfect. And finally what you need to do is, currently the mode is set to normal, so change the mode from normal to multiply. Perfect. And as you can see, we have successfully created a glitch text effect in GIMP. So this is how you can create a glitch text effect in GIMP. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will again see you in the next video. Till then, thanks for watching.